Hello and welcome to another weekly update. As you can see, Teddy is enjoying some nice grazing time along with Stormy. And once again, it was horribly hot this past week. In fact, it was hotter this past week than it was the week before. So I do not do, in fact, when it's this hot, I don't do anything with my horses. I just leave them be, make sure they have plenty of water. And I put some extra hay in their run-in in case they want to get out of the sun to go in there and eat some hay. We do have some shade at certain times of the day. But this past week I had a question come up. Somebody had asked me in the comments what this thing was, why I had this thing on Teddy's face. And of course, those who have horses know what this is, but those who do not would not know what that is. This is a fly mask. And this is a special fly mask. It's a UV protection fly mask as well. It offers 95% protection from the UV radiation of the sun. And I thought this might be a really good time to make a video all about how important it is that you protect your horse's eyes from the sun. I can't stress this enough. And before I get into explaining Teddy's fly mask and the particulars about Teddy, Stormy usually has a fly mask on. Unfortunately, she somehow got it off about a week ago, and she managed to step on it and demolish it, so I'm going to get another one. But about several years ago, quite a few years ago now, we had a beautiful Haflinger horse. And before he was 3, I noticed his eye looked like it had a little bit of an infection in it. It was in the winter. I called the vet. She came out. And here he had developed squamous cell carcinoma in his eye. It was just spreading into his other eye, which is a cancer. And I of course, panicked. My vet did not feel she had the expertise to treat him. So we ended up having a vet come out that was very skilled in eyes. And we took him up to his, they had a big clinic there, and he operated on North Star's eye, and he actually ended up, over like a year's time, he ended up having 3 separate operations, and the cancer spread to his other eye, so he had surgery in one eye and 2 surgeries in the other eye on the other side. And then he also had a round of chemo ointment treatment, which was horrible. It was very toxic. I had to make sure I didn't handle it, and it burned his eyes. But we did catch the cancer in time. It didn't damage his vision. He didn't have to have an eyeball removed. Sometimes they have to have their eyeballs removed with this type of cancer. And if you don't take care of it, it can metastasize and will kill them. So this is a serious thing, and more horses seem to be having problems with this. But there are certain breeds that are very prone to squamous cell carcinoma and other skin cancers. Teddy is our little teddy bear miniature horse. He is a registered Appaloosa miniature horse. And because of that, he is much more prone to getting squamous cell carcinoma. Actually, Stormy is a paint. She's part paint, not all paint. So she is a little bit more prone to it, but not quite so much as Teddy. She's a lot darker in color around her face. But the breeds that are most affected with this are Appaloosas and Paints and Belgians, Haflinger horses. There's a few other breeds that are more prone to developing this kind of cancer. But with Teddy, because and not only is he an Appaloosa, he is a few spot Appaloosa, meaning he is going to, and I've covered this in the last video, and I've covered it off and on all in my videos, but he is eventually going to be white, or like a light grayish white color with just a little bit of dark garnishings or spots on him here and there. And as that that is called LPL. A few spot is an LPL in his genetics, and they are very prone to cancers of the skin, especially around their eyes. So that is why I have this mask on him. And these fly masks, I use an EquiShield mask is the name of the mask that I use. I've tried different kinds, but this is my favorite by far, and I am going to leave a link in my description beneath this video in case you're interested in these masks. They wear very well. The horses can't get them off very easily, and I think they give excellent protection. But that is why Teddy is wearing this mask. I usually will put it on him in the morning and take it off around dusk when it's starting to get darker. Especially careful in the summer and spring and fall. In the dead of winter, if it's a cloudy day, I'll leave his face open and free. I like to give his face a break once in a while. But I would like to show you a little bit up close what the mask looks like, and I wanted to show you how easy it is to put it on and take it off. And you can put this mask on. My horses, I don't like to leave halters on them, so he has it on without a halter right now. But you can put this mask on top of a halter, which I will show you. You can put it on top of a bridle. I don't think I've ever put it on top of his, if I'm driving or ground driving him and I have blinkers on his bridle, I do not put the mask on in that instance. I try not to drive him when the sun is really going to be in his eyes. And I don't do that much driving with him anyway at this age. He's only 3. But I don't always drive with blinkers. I do sometimes with and sometimes without. When I do not have blinkers on him and I'm not filming him, I usually like to keep the fly mask on him. And you know, it protects them from the flies. The flies will chew on the corner of their eyes. It protects them from dust and debris that could be flying around if it's a windy day. Even in the winter, if it's cloudy, if it's real windy, it's important to keep a mask on so that they don't end up having something embedded into their eye. They can get scratches on their corneas and such. So let me get my husband to film for me, and I will show you a little bit, just a short little clip of me putting this mask on. I'll put it on top of his halter so you can see. Okay, this is Teddy's mask. It's called an equivisor. I think I said it was an equi-shield. It's an equivisor. And as you can see, it's got little clasps here. There's places you can adjust it. And this is what the inside looks like. I'll zoom in for you. And that's what this looks like. And it's very easy. Just, what are you doing? You're pulling back on yourself. Come on up. Come on. Up, up, up. There you go. It's just very easy to put on. You just take this part here. It goes over his ears like that. I pull his forelock through. And then there's a fastener, and you can adjust this here. And then this strap here, there's 2 straps that just snaps into place here. And this comes around, and it's Velcro. And that's all there is to it. It's very easy. I always put my fingers in. I want to make sure it's, when they put their head down or they're chewing or eating, you want to make sure it's not too tight on their throat. That's actually a little bit too tight. We'll loosen it up a little bit. But that just goes on. It will fit right over top their halter. It will fit over top of a bridle. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to put it back on him without the halter, because I don't want him wearing a halter right now. He really doesn't need it on at this time of the night. In fact, I think I'm just going to leave it off for the night. Yeah. Okay, everybody can see your pretty face. But let me take off his halter and I'll let him go eat some more grass. Yeah, right, bud? Right? Keeps the flies from chewing on you, doesn't it? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. You giving me a hug? Look at Daddy's hugging me. Are you hugging me? Are you giving me a hug? Yes, I love you too. Okay, go eat some grass. Okay. Is that good, Teddy? Did you find something good? Did you find something good? Sounds like it. You always eat the grass that I don't think would taste as good, and the nice green grass you don't touch. Yeah. Yeah.